No, just admit you're a troll. Just admit this is a elaborate troll. All right, you got
I'm
us.
not trolling. I just want evidence, man.
If you've been following the Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact war lately, you've probably seen a lot of posts online. A lot of posts criticizing the game, its performance, its story and all that sort of stuff. Some being quite constructive while others are complete hypocrites. But the drama itself is not exclusive to the game at all. In fact, there's a lot more stuff going on outside of the game as well, like botting, attacking voice actors, classic. Kuro exposed? The optimization issues were caused because they fired the main Unreal Engine specialist, brought to light by the most credible source in all of the industry. And as a nice little gimmick, the longer the video goes on, the crazier it gets. All that and more with timestamps included in the video. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show because it's gonna get wild out here. So Wuthering Waves has been getting a lot of criticism lately, especially from the Genshin community. And they're all like very critical about the game despite it having just come out. Now under normal circumstances, criticism is really good for the game. But when we take it from people that wanna see the game flop, aka the Genshin community that chills for their own game at every single fucking turn, it just doesn't add up. Like, there's some weird stuff going on here. You try Wuthering Waves, but the dialogue is physically, mentally killing you. Is there any point to continue? I was waiting for this game to release, really liked the art style characters the same way I liked Genshin, but what got me most hooked was the combat. Finally a gacha game with engaging, interesting combat that's rewarding for actually playing decent. But 5 hours into the game, I already felt burnout and miserable about how boring this is. Like, I quit Genshin right before 3.0 for the same reason. I just cannot bear these dragged out, insufferable dialogues. The story feels like it was pitched by 12-year-olds and made into reality by drugged out 70-year-olds with advanced dementia. Well, that's pretty specific if you ask me. Like, how can something be this boring? It is criminal, like I'm in sensory. Okay, y'all get what he's trying to say, like he's making such a big deal out of literally nothing. Especially because this game actually has a fucking skip button. Sure, it's not always available, but a lot of the time it is. Especially because if he truly spends all his time doing the main story, he should have encountered Scar by now, who actually gives the story some meaning. Obviously, it's a huge fuck up by Kuro to make the beginning part so trash. I do want to make this clear though. This post is actually not a bad post. The problem is, bro played Genshin Impact, a game which story doesn't get better until fucking Fontaine. Bro, you quit Genshin before 3.0, well you still played it for like, I don't know, a year at least. Like, why can't you be patient enough to at least finish the story of Wuthering Waves, you know? Why are you so pissed already? Like, the problem is, people are holding Wuthering Waves to Genshin's current standards. And I'll get into why that is. People have also been talking shit about the graphics, you know, these horrific looking graphics. But when we got to like Genshin stuff, like the Genshin Impact, they had these exact problems back when the game was still in this 1.0 era. Like, look at this shit. You can't say you can't see shit. This was an insane fucking graphical glitch. 5 nights at Wuthering Waves. But like, everyone is losing their minds over this, and it becomes an interesting conversation, especially with the whole performance issue. Yeah, so like, people had some insane performance issues here, right? Low settings, laggy, audio messed up, ultra settings fixed it. Yeah, it feels like it as well. Like, people were experiencing a lot more problems compared to Genshin, and that really turned off a lot of people, especially on the mobile side. The mobile side is very important, especially in China. And when you have a game like Genshin Impact already good and working, people are just not going to want to play the shittier one, the one they can't play. And here's where I disagree with some of the things that Tectone said. Like, the optimization should have just been rated a 1 out of 10. Simply because the vast majority of players are actually mobile players. They would have much preferred to have bad PC launches instead of bad mobile launches. And this is true especially for Asia, where it's the largest market share by far. Even in Western countries it seems to be the same case, but not to that degree obviously. PC and console players therefore are the minority, the ones that deserve the least amount of importance and attention. Hell, they wouldn't even give us a 5-star selector, they'd just give us like a 10-fold to be honest, simply because we are the minority. Now, I did hear that the optimization has gotten better, but I don't know how far this has progressed. Now, the PC optimization, rather than being bad, It was weird as shit. Your specs were a GTX 1050 Ti and 8 RAM. The game's running fine. Yeah, so there were actually some people that had problems with a whole ass RTX 3060 Ti, which is like triple your performance. Like that was the type of optimization issues people were facing on PC. So like the text being cut off in the dialogue panel, annoying as shit, okay? And there we have this person. Okay guys, the guy basically got one shot from walking. So that's an insane glitch. But obviously Genshin Impact also had these glitches. But the problem is people are not gonna treat it fairly. You wanna know why that is? Because no one came over from another game when playing Genshin Impact. While Breath of the Wild looks similar, it was a way different game from start to finish. In Wuthering Waves case, however, the vast majority of people coming over are Genshin Impact players because it's basically the same game with better core systems. And as a result, any issues that Wuthering Waves has, but Genshin doesn't have, will be harshly criticized compared to when Genshin launched. And because of that, people are obviously not going to treat it fairly. Because when looking at what they currently have, they have Genshin right fucking there. A game with minimal technical issues, right? They have literally 0 issues on Genshin Impact. Why would you play Wuthering Waves when you have 0 FPS issues, 0 graphical issues, 0 glitches like these? Because it's better? Man, tell it to their face. And well, Wuthering Waves has just spammed us with polls. Funnily enough, this post sums up the situation perfectly, as the 5-star selector is just a band-aid solution because they need to fix that mobile optimization problem as fast as possible. Because like, sure, they're gonna be able to select a 5-star once they come back, but they're still gonna have to wait for their mobile side to be fixed. Now we will be excited to find bugs and talk about them because we will know we will get spoils from it. Yeah, so about that as well. If they hadn't given a 5-star selector, alright? If they haven't given a 5-star selector, they would be fucked. In Asia at least, which matters the most to them. I feel like it was a move simply to calm all the mobile players down so they'll have a 5-star ready to go whenever they can actually play the game. And you wanna know the funny thing? It lasts for 1 year. For 1 year. You wanna know why that is? They think that the optimization issues are probably going to take that long to fix. Because it's actually so bad on many of the older Android phones. Not everyone has an iPhone, not everyone has a flagship smartphone. And that's the problem. That's the definite problem here. Okay, this one's insane. This one's insane. So guys, people are already attacking the voice actors of Wuthering Waves. You see this shit? Okay, so Styx posted one of the most important questions for all future rovers. Who's the best 5-star waifu in Wuthering Waves? And then the actual voice actor for Encore replied with Encore. Because Styx had posted her and Verena as choices here. Alright? So the Genshin Impact fanboy has already come over here. I hate the word waifu, and that's Encore's fucking VA replying to that tweet calling Encore and Verena a waifu. Those are little children. Well, maybe this person isn't that into the Japanese culture, you know, maybe they don't even know what the word waifu means. They're already attacking him, and this is the only one. I'm sure there are more, but like there was also this person. Girl, you are literally Encore's VA. How do you not know she's a child and should not be called a waifu in any scenario? You do know what they mean by waifu, right? I know you want engagement, but come on, not every tweet mentioning Encore should be replied to. Well, why not just say all this to Styx? Why not just, just send all that hate towards him instead of her, you know? Like what were you guys doing? And apparently she also deleted her post because of all the hate that she was getting. Insane. Absolute insane behavior. Insane. This guy made a big review. Let's check it out real quick. Okay. So visuals. Extremely monotone. Like deadass. It's painful to look at. I don't know if it's intentional, but the world looks as boring as shit. Unless you're paying attention, it's hard to figure out one area from another. Character design and world design does not match at all. The world feels and looks post-apocalyptic, but the civilization looks futuristic. What the fuck? Okay, so this guy is saying like the world can look apocalyptic, but the civilization can't look futuristic. What is that take? This guy actually wants everything to be like a zombie apocalypse. There can be no safe haven. Like, okay, bro, it's not like, you know, developed countries can't go into war and a part of that developed country can look like fucking shit, you know? Impossible. Fucking possible. Okay. Anyways, this guy is talking out of his ass already. All right. Painful to look at is crazy, by the way. Painful to look at is absolute mind-boggling take. Music, it's there, I guess. The loading screen music is beautiful. I have yet to find any other music that would be memorable. There's also some questionable music choices during dialogues. Now music is purely subjective. Okay, I'll just ignore this then because that is the case. To put it simply, it's fun. Very fun. Love the characters. Swap mechanic. Love the echo catching. But my biggest problem is how weightless characters feel. Huh? Like when running, they look as if a gust of wind can throw them off a cliff. There's no weight behind their movement. Fighting is fantastic due to how high speed it is. But apart from that, movement has no weight behind it. Buddy, these are not real characters. This isn't Red Dead Redemption 2. What the fuck is that take? Okay, so let's just make every character in the game feel sluggish. For you, just for you, man. Let's just add extreme physics to them, you know? You want a fat character in Wuthering Waves. You can get Big Mom in Wuthering Waves, guys. You do agree Genshin has the same problem? Well, the problem is, like, for us to have, like, that degree of fluid combat, I feel like we did have to have fast-running characters. I don't know. Can we not just think that the characters are, like, really agile, really strong and quick, you know? I feel like it's really not that hard to understand. The world, it's not bad, but not good either. I don't like the fact you immediately need a device to do puzzles. Starter area should not require anything. What? What do you mean? Okay, so bro is talking about the levitator, you know? This is the shit bro finds really hard, guys. This is the shit. Wow. Really difficult because you had to use that device. Holy shit. Okay. Wow, you had to throw that device all the way over there? Oh my god. Wow. That is anxiety. Anxiety giving. What is this? Holy anxiety. Like he hates this one, guys. He hates the grappling hook. This guy hates the grappling hook. He hates the devices, apparently. This guy hates this type of puzzle too, probably, honestly. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like the stupidest fucking take ever. Especially when we have people like this guy praising the puzzles for not requiring elemental reactions instead. It's a massive turnoff for me, as I like to explore. There's also no visible eye-catching landmark that would make me go story later. I need to check that shit out. Guys, was there a eye-catching landmark in Genshin Impact? Tell me what there was, because I'm genuinely curious. Like, aside from the Sakura tree in the Inazuma, like what was that? Eula's size? Barely anything. Dragon Spine? Yeah, Dragon Spine was one. Added in 1.2, I believe. Kokomi's Island? Yeah, Kokomi's Island. Added way later on the game. This guy's criticism genuinely sucked, by the way, guys. I don't know if you've realized, but like, bro expects way too much. The Sumeru tree, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so characters. I don't think I need to talk about this. I don't have any strong impression on them. This was the one thing I was expecting. A lot of hate towards the Yang character. I mean, I wouldn't have judged this guy if he talked shit about the characters. That's the funny thing, by the way. He didn't want to even talk about them. What do you mean? What do you mean, buddy? Anyways, the story. I came into Wuthering Waves blind. No CBT or any playthrough from CC. As blind as naked mole rat. The story feels choppy, like extremely choppy, like someone wrote something then erased it and rewrote it. It feels off. I am given way too many terms way too quickly before I can understand what I'm given more new terms. Alright, good take. The beginning where we wake up in the game, they feed us way too much trash, okay? Way too much trash. But like when we get to like the part we actually give a fuck about, like part with Scar and stuff, then the story picks up. In my opinion, it got a lot better, okay? Okay, I have read shit ton of cultivation novels, so my tolerance for shit dialogue is higher than average. Even then I had skipped through dialogue because of how natural they were. All in all, the first impression is not bad, but it's not great either. It's slightly above good. I don't want to rate it yet because it just came out. Whoa, from the general rating, I feel like you just shat on it more than you praised it. I don't know, man. You don't think this game should be the only motherfucker getting praised? What is this? Yeah, I'm convinced that someone told them saying was tell, don't show. Yeah, but like, it's the same problem with Genshin Impact. Like, not to this degree, obviously, not to this degree. Well, like, at least not in the beginning, of course. There are so many bloated ass sections of the story, but Mondstadt beginning was better, obviously. Not this level of bullshit. A troubling pattern you've noticed about Kuro, alright? After playing the game for about 3 hours, I want to bring up something I've noticed about Kuro, but didn't want to say before I played this game. I was honestly very optimistic and excited for this, a bit very after the stream. Unfortunately, what I've gotten so far is a boring story with a badly directed dub missing subtitles with some decent combat visuals when they don't bug. For example, when talking to the children at the city, all their faces are gone. Just gone. Some of the creepiest stuff I've seen. Well, maybe you're the creep, buddy. Maybe you're the creep for talking to children. Maybe you're the creep. You know? I take the approach that there's no problem with taking inspiration from something and then adapting it into something new and original. Hell, I love Genshin and they themselves admitted how much Breath of the Wild inspired them. It's no surprise that Wuthering Waves takes inspiration from Genshin Impact and I had no problem with that. However, there needs to be substance. There and from what I've gotten so far, Wuthering Waves is mostly style with little substance. The trailers look good, the combat looks good, and the world, at least from a glance, looks good. However, the game isn't optimized well. There are very distracting issues like missing text, and the focus on anything but the combat is missing. I tried out PGR a while back and felt the same way. A meandering story. That was a lot of word vomit, with little getting to know the characters all in exchange for cool combat. Genshin does the same thing, you idiots! You praise Genshin, but then you are like, no. Combat alone doesn't make an open world, but like, it needs good world building. The problem is, like, first impressions are really important, and this guy probably didn't even play that long, alright? This guy probably didn't even play that long. So, the story being bad right off the bat really fucked over the game, in my opinion, the story, okay? The pattern of just following what is popular and trying to ride a hype train emerges, and that isn't cool. I want to see Kuro innovate and not constantly be riding the coattails of another company saying, hey, we can do it, but better, to varying levels of success. Okay, so bro is hating on the game because it's like Genshin Impact, basically, right? Well, the thing is, when you have one game at the top, we have Genshin Impact at the top, why would you not want to emulate this success? Similar to how Fortnite was built on the foundations of PUBG. As a business owner, why would you not take the opportunity to make something very similar but fix all the changes that the player wants? And try to topple the Hoyo monopoly. And so they did. They took away all the bad stuff. They removed Paimon. Alright, they removed Paimon. Or so we thought. They got the skip button to work. We have an actual skip button. Not always, but we got one. And like, what else is there? Like the combat, it's not in depth. Once you learn all the elemental reactions, you're basically good, to be honest. And this goes double for a broken reaction like Hyper Bloom. Leave my company alone, I know, right? Why am I doing this? I'm an idiot. But then again, other problems have also arisen, like copying Genshin a bit too much with the yapping. I guess most people just didn't complain about the yapping in Genshin. But then again, maybe they just thought everyone just wanted a skip button, but didn't want to listen to the story, you know? Anyways, so Kuro did not receive sufficient feedback about Wuthering Waves' story. Yeah, the feedback were full of shit, guys. I don't know what to tell you. The beginning of the story was trash. Absolute garbage. Side characters and NPCs have miles better dub voice acting than the main characters. This varies. I had some really bad fucking NPC voice acting.
I'm not afraid of you. I know all the...
I'm not afraid of you. Like this...
I've already sent out proof against you.
That's such a soulless voice, bro.
If you kill me, it won't change the truth.
It won't change the truth. That's how he talks. This is another very interesting criticism. In the CB, this was the way you were treated. This was awesome. And now you're treated as this prodigy. Like everyone is like, oh man, the chosen one. Like it gets tiring after a while, you know? And apparently this was changed because the CN players were simply offended that everyone around them didn't treat them like the main character. According to them, they
should be the only motherfucker getting praised.
People said that they fired a bunch of people, especially the writing team, that got them in trouble right now.
I think Kuro Games is incompetent, so they probably saw that the feedback was bad on the writing team, so they just fired everyone and they're gonna like hire a new writing team. That's my guess.
Well, good luck finding them.
Okay, I cannot deal with this game on mobile. Yeah, absolutely unplayable. They need to get mobile on par with Genshin, otherwise they can't compete. If most of the mobile phones that can run Genshin can't run Wuthering Waves, it will be really hard for them to actually compete. That is a big fucking deal, especially in Asia. Another good criticism I found is the scalability of graphics being very, very limited, especially compared to Genshin. Everything about this game feels slightly off aside from the combat, the dialogue, the animations, the movement. How is the movement? What? The animations and movement? What do you mean? I get the camera angles, like, what do you mean the animations and then the movements? Like, why? The animations and the movement is what makes Wuthering Waves feel so good, in my opinion. Like, what the fuck? It all feels like a B product rushed to completion. Like, it feels way better than Genshin. Way fucking better than Genshin, in my opinion. Am I crazy? One more thing before we get to the meat and potatoes. There was this mistranslation in the Japanese version, where apparently Jian's weapon had the text saying resonance skill instead of resonance liberation. So people thought the weapon would be good on Kalkaro. And as a result, they got a lot of backlash. We got one poll as compensation, which is obviously not enough, so they had to refund the people affected by it. And deservedly so, because that is a crazy mistranslation. I am baffled by the fact that they actually messed that one up. Are they stupid? Now we get to some spicy stuff. We actually have Hoyoverse Bots literally going around and pasting these comments. Genshin Impact has better voice acting than Wuthering Waves. Genshin Impact offers better co-op gameplay. I want that to really, you know, just let this one sink in, guys. Let this one sink in. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Better co-op. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What the fuck, bro? Wuthering Waves has limited exploration opportunities. What do you mean? Oh, it's not as big as Genshin in the 1.0. It's not as big as Genshin, guys. In 1.0, patch 1.0, it's not as big as Genshin. How could that be? How could that be? What the fuck? Yikes, 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 yikes. Yeah, you can at least fucking hunt echoes together. Like, what is this guy on about? I'm saying guy because someone actually designs these bots to say the stuff they do. Like, actually make them say something rational, you idiots. Wuthering Waves user interface is less intuitive. Sure. Because, like, you can't use the alt scroll wheel to be able to access the menu. That's the one thing I missed from Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact's story is engaging, whereas Wuthering Waves' narrative is bland. Okay. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Is this guy, does this guy think he's spitting? Guys? Buddy, is Paimon narrating everything really engaging to you? Are we sure? Like, are we sure, guys? Is Paimon that good of a character for Genshin? Getting like every line repeated to you like 3 different times, is that good storytelling, guys? I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Genshin Impact features more varied enemy types. Okay, this one makes me want to jump off the cliff, guys. This one makes me jump. What the fuck? What the fuck is that take? More varied enemy types? What? Even right now, even in fucking 4.7, we have more enemies in Wuthering Waves. Am I crazy? Wait, am I crazy, guys? Yeah, it's the same hillitros in every single fucking region. In 5 different regions, it's the same fucking hillitros. Oh, we got a new mage. Like 4 years later, they gave us a new mage. Okay, bro. Wuthering Waves lacks regular updates, unlike Genshin Impact's frequent content releases. This one hurts. Ooh. Bro, we're in 1.0. We're literally in 1.0. What do you mean we lack regular updates? We're in 1.0. What the fuck is this guy on about? We're in 1.0. Oh, we didn't update the game within 5 days? What do you mean? So allegedly, these are actually Hoyoverse Bots. Allegedly, guys. Allegedly, they've been automated to literally go on every channel, like every channel that gets views, and just spam these comments, alright? Just spam these comments to like make players think Wuthering Waves sucks, I guess. In the like shittiest way possible. The funny thing is, these people may actually exist. You know what? let's just talk about Braxophone's tweet. I was followed botted on stream today, just over 100 accounts. 100 accounts. The bots would say something positive about Genshin Impact and something negative about Wuthering Waves. Insanity. Let's just check these out real quick. Genshin Impact's attention to detail is impeccable. Wuthering Waves is riddled with sloppy mistakes. No one types like that, guys. No one types like that. No one. Did you know Genshin Impact's puzzles are clever? Wuthering Waves puzzles are childish. No one says that. Actual fucking... What? Genshin Impact's boss fights are thrilling. Wuthering Waves bosses are pushovers. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, guys. Scar, pushover. Fucking Crownless, pushover. All the other bosses, pushovers. Cryo, Regisfine, S tier. Thrilling. Thrilling fucking fight. Insane. Insane. Ah, yes, I love running away from a big circle on the ground showing where the boss attack will land. Hey, did you notice how seamless Genshin Impact's cooperative play is? Wuthering Waves multiplayer is simply a disaster. I can't tell if these people are real or fake. Because I don't know, man. It feels like I've been hearing these things for 3 years. Would that mean that the entire Genshin community is actually just a circle jerk of Hoyoverse Bots? So the bald guy has been arguing with bots for 3 years? Holy shit. I should make that my next drama theory, to be honest. But then we got the proof. You've seen the same comments on Maddie's stream. A whole 218 followers out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, guys. Look. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And 218 out of nowhere. Out of literally nowhere. Actually caught in 4K, Hoyoverse. Like, what the fuck? She got 0 followers. And it seems like Tectone got followed by 1,000 bots as well. All the way until this point. Did you notice Genshin Impact's NPCs are interesting? Wuthering Waves NPCs are boring. Yeah, that's so dumb. Imagine considering like, oh guys, we got NPCs, better NPCs in Genshin Impact. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about the NPCs? Like, that's the last thing you should have promoted. Are y'all retarded? Like, the people botting these are stupid as fuck. You should have promoted the combat at least. Like, what kind of moron would decide to promote their fucking NPCs, bro? I don't even know anymore. Now, this one might be a bit of a reach, but apparently the Tower of Fantasy community has accused Wuthering Waves of botting their Play Store rating. Apparently they were the same at 4.8 dog shit score, but according to them, it suddenly jumped up to 5.6. I mean, let's be honest, it's barely any better, but I gotta report it. So then something pretty unexpected happened, as the content creator by the name of SteamBunX pulled up to my stream, and coincidentally we had his Reddit post pulled up. Now most of you following my channel probably know who SteamBunX is, but if you don't, let me explain. SteamBunX is a content creator most known for covering the Gacha game Reverse 99. However, in recent times he has also involved himself in some drama, making some pretty interesting videos. The first was a character assassination on a person that was looking at the Genshin community from an objective standpoint, defending the Genshin fandom at every point. The second was a misinformed take on the whole 3 Wishes drama. The third was literally drama bait. I mean, bro got caught. And the fourth is just the average reaction to that stream, you know. Bro was pissed for someone that hates Wuthering Waves. And now as a Hoyo shill, he did this investigation on Kuro Games. So there definitely isn't any bias going on, and it's definitely not all he said, she said, you know. Wait, bro is here. Yo, SteamBunX, what have you been up to, man? Love your content. So Yango actually interviewed this guy, so I'll be using some clips to give a bit more context.
We are arguing with Redditor named SteamBunX.
Hey, I'm not a Redditor, I'm a YouTuber.
You are in
okay?
this moment, you're a Redditor. You're a Redditor. I know you're a Redditor, so you know in terms of karma, right?
I never understood what karma is even fucking for. Can I buy shit with it?
Yeah, you can get like our lounge if you get enough.
You did some research. It seems. Part 3 coming? Was Yomaholic even real? Bro, Yomaholic is real. You can't deny that one. We got that shit caught in 4K. We have a literal dude like posting a video shilling for Hoyo. That shit has been proven.
How many Hoyoverse streamers are streaming Wuthering Wave?
Do you think the ZZZ contract was fake?
I think it's fake.
But you might be cooking here. You might be cooking.
I have cooked this stuff instead of making guides for.
You
upcoming
cooked. How
characters.
long did this Reddit post take you?
This Reddit post took me like 2 hours because I need to make sure I have source for everything.
Yeah, okay, so speaking of your source.
Okay, so the real reason Wu has optimization issues seems to be found. The main Unreal Engine specialist, Jiff.
Where does it say he's an engine? He would just be like a lead developer.
If you look at his previous answer on Zhihu, he has specifically answered things related to game engines.
Here's the person talking about the UE4 multi-platform optimization issue.
大家好，我叫王波，现在在库洛游戏。我今天的分享。
I don't know what he's saying, but he's spitting facts, guys. Was laid off 2 months before release, and without they added between last CBT and actual release, they destroyed the optimization. Okay, big claim.
So you say the main Unreal Engine specialist was laid off. So you say laid off, but when I go to his blog post, the first sentence is leaving. He left. He didn't say he was laid off. He
Look, man,
left
I
his
can't
job.
change the title, right? Can't change the title.
You can't change the title, but you did a little bit of a lie. You did a little bit of a lie, right?
My bad. Use the wrong
okay,
word.
you're bad, okay.
It is my fault.
The developer was released 2 months before the game launched.
Developer was released. Well, that's not true either. He decided to leave, according to him. So a bit of a lie here. From
Where
Kuro
did he
Games
say he
to
decided to leave?
2 months after leaving Kuro Games. Okay, 2 months after leaving versus 2 months after being released.
Chinese there was 离职. 离职 simply means leaving a job. It does not matter whether they are fired or did they leave themselves. It's always the same word. This is a neutral word.
It's neutral, but it doesn't lean in any direction. You're treating the neutral as leaning into he's fired.
He seems to be quite salty, so...
He does not seem to be quite salty.
Have you ever heard of like, firing the wrong guy? That kind of holds the entire project together.
And after which he wrote a blog post, or how long is eternity. In it he said, after all, this industry in China is really a desert of idealism. It neither lacks capital that is solely oriented toward profit, nor lack companies that have no basic contract spirit, nor hypocrites, and real scoundrels who talk about being great in front of others and scheming in the end.
And actually, I read this whole thing, and it just seemed to be a post not about shitting on Kuro Games. It just seemed to be like a sentimental post of like, yeah, being a game dev is like a lot of long working hours, and I would just rather do other things with my life. Would you agree with that? That like most of the tone of this post is just...
A good amount of this is that, however, especially in the part he used bold text, he's clearly showing
bold
some
text.
serious
Okay,
reason.
so after all, so yeah, he's making a general statement on the industry.
He also said when choosing partner, character should be your first priority, not only what he says, but also what he does. Not only what he does and says to you, but also what he does to his past partners. Not only what those close to him say about him, it also depends on what estranged partners think of him. Consider the track record of Kuro firing fresh graduate, destroying their career trajectory in the previous firing wave in 2023. It seems like Jeff is indeed hinting on what happened between him and Kuro Games management. Comment sets since the 2 engine experts were laid off last year, the capitalist face has been revealed. First proof that they are a black horse, and after eating the penguin meat, Tencent investment, you will shear the sheep. Technology is not important. Capital will always be the winner, even if the project itself dies. I must have genuinely had my brain turned off while reading this, because I didn't even question the meaning of a single word in these sentences.
What is Chinese language, dude? Why are you guys like so poetic?
Fucking no, I tried my best. It was originally saying you're a fat sheep. I tried my best to fucking fix the translation, okay?
Yeah,
this is
got it,
as
yeah.
good as I can get it.
Another commenter said, good thing you are gone, otherwise you would be losing so much higher working overnight. In which Jeff replied, optimization of the final closed beta 2 months ago was fine.
Closed beta 2 still had like issues.
I looked into it. In closed beta, game was able to go past 60 FPS, and even on like mobile devices, that's not really strong. It's able to maintain around 40.
So you think they like it was like fine, and then they like added some new things and it fucked things up?
Yes, they made very aggressive changes.
To be fair, if that's true, I would think it would be like an easy fix then.
and I wouldn't be making stupid mistakes like this.
Devs are like always full of themselves. I think this guy, since he doesn't have to deal with the fire, he's just like, oh yeah, if I was there, it would have been good. Like he literally goes on to say that.
Hinting is discontent with whatever took over the position, likely due to some office politics happening.
There is accusation of Kuro's bad doing. He didn't answer them, and then he replied to this one, right?
So this is just speculation by you. Can
This
we admit
is
that?
speculation. I'm only
Okay.
making a comment of what I got out of that comment.
Finally, for why he was laid off, a commenter speculated that layoffs before launch are they trying to reduce the number of people who will share year-end bonuses when the game becomes popular. I've seen this before.
The commenters speculated. So now you're speculating the speculated comments. Layoffs before launch, are they trying to reduce the number of people who will share that end of the year
I'm
bonus?
speculating based on his comment.
This isn't his comment, this is another comment.
Wait, what?
We've
You're
not established he was
he's
laid off. So you're like in
I'm only
layers of
speculating.
speculation here. You speculate
I'm
he's laid
not
off,
speculating
and now you're
shit,
speculating.
okay?
But you are
I'm not
speculating.
I'm only translating.
You're only okay.
I-
You're only translating. Okay, got it.
I didn't speculate shit. Okay, I'm just translating it here.
Holy shit. Hey, if this is true, this is some fucked up corpo shit, man. Also from another question in ZU, talking about Jeff's blog in case some people are forgetful. I've got to review the 10k black card incident.
Not everything have evidence because all that shit outside of the one where I had link and up where basically they fired like 100 or so people, including new grads, which basically fucked them. They have this tendency of firing people out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's I can see
before-
that. Like you hire a bunch of new grads and then you get rid of them. That's pretty common in America too, because you can pay new grads at a lower rate, and then you can just what you do is you cycle in new grads like every year before you promote them.
Right,
But,
but then they
the
fired
thing-
someone important and had to get them back.
I don't like how it's being like phrased as anti-Kuro games. You can just say like it's a shitty industry, I feel like.
Technical backbone left right before PGR was released, so no one knew how to fix the bugs. Holy shit. Hey, Steambun X is making a reputation for themselves, guys. Holy fuck. All they could do was to wait until the old dev was brought back. Great show for that server opening. As of the current state, Wuthering Waves is going to be in a very difficult spot. In fact, before we talk about how good it will become, the real question might be, will it even survive? After losing one of the most important members in the dev team, likely to either office politics or corporate greed. Plus, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised they will be blading even more developers as the crunch gets worse. Additionally, consider every scandal that has come out of Kuro in the past year. Unlikely any experienced developer that has choice would pick Kuro as their next company. Wuthering Waves, Withering Waves, get 'em boys!
I don't really see the tone of like it being about Kuro games at all, or about like getting fired. Like I wouldn't word it as he got fired. I don't think this is like newsworthy, if I'm being honest.
But it's the news in China. It's on Bilibili.
Well, yeah,
Bilibili,
Chinese. We've seen how unhinged like Chinese are. Like they will like go for every little
Hey,
thing.
I'm Chinese.
So
that's
okay.
why I'm doing this.
So
okay?
that's okay. It's part of your genetics to look at every minor thing.
Okay, so the one problem is, bro, you are like the biggest Hoyo shield. The biggest Hoyo shield. That's one problem.
So you're just wait. So you're just like hating on Wuthering Waves mainly just because you're bored. Which yeah, okay, fair enough.
I mean, I'm mostly hating on it because ZZZ is coming out.
And you're gonna be a ZZZ YouTuber, right?
Well, yes.
However, if the things stated here are true, this is big. This is big because this determines the future of Wuthering Waves. If they actually do this type of shit, like what the fuck, this is wild ass shit.
Don't just admit you're a troll. Just admit this is a elaborate troll. All right, you got
I'm
us.
not trolling.
Nowhere near as a shield as some people are right now with Woo. like the bald guy, right? The bald guy.
All I can say is Hoyo could never release a game that is this shitty, you know?
I can't read Chinese. I'm not. You talking to Steambun X? Steambun X probably knows Chinese. Yeah, you are Chinese, just enjoying the drama.
Why are you such a Wuthering Waves hater? Can you
Oh, I'm just thinking that the game is gonna die and I'm here for the ride.
Well, you're okay. So you're here to start shit.
This shit is wild. I don't know how you dug all this shit up, but this is wild, man. Wu Launch is my current favorite ongoing series. It has twist, comedy, and doesn't even seem to run out of steam yet. Yeah, just like you, Steambun X. Snowbreak is trash. Why do you play Snowbreak? This game is dog shit, you know, types of shit. You like ass? Snowbreak got some serious ass. Oh, I see. The game is also ass though. I tried it on my Red Magic 8. Phone got shitted on by this game. Worked on better on my PC though. Kuro Games actually being a black company is fucking hilarious. Sure, the current state of Genshin may be bad for Sweat and Joys, but at least Hoyo has never done mass layoffs or treat their companies like shit. Yeah, that is true. They treat their players like shit. We ain't denying that, guys. That's why people wanted a Genshin competitor in the first place. When it comes to the developers, I ain't hearing shit. Like, the developers are pretty fine as far as I know. You okay with Hoyo treating me like they treating me? You like being treated like shit, right, Steam Bunex? Resist Kuro games. Resist bad games. Refuse pirated games. Oh boy. This is some insane development. This so-called specialist is undeniably a Hoyo spy sent to sabotage the development of Wuma. In a great act of mercy, our kind Lord Kuro have decided to release him and spare his life. Unfortunately, the damage he has done is difficult to repair, which have caused some minor issues during the launch. You don't feel like you're getting treated like shit? You love Hoyo. Typical Hoyo shill. Well, anyways, this drama is absolutely insane. Steam Bunex might have actually cooked here, guys. Might have actually cooked. I can't read Chinese, so I can't actually see if the guy's saying those things one-to-one. But I'm willing to trust Steam Bunex for this one thing, guys. For this one thing, I will trust the man, despite him fumbling the bag the last 2 times. And being a Hoyo shell. Of course. But I feel like he has done his research this time. You ain't being paid by Hoyo yet? Bro, they don't need to pay Steam Bunex ever. Like, bro works for free for Hoyoverse. This is insane. Let's hope more information is presented, because this is a huge allegation. Thanks for exposing the truth, Steam Bunex. You really are a hero to all of the industry, to all of Gacha industry. He has shown himself to be a true knight in shining armor. More like a Hoyo knight though. But basically his biggest point was that
people
sometimes,
advertise
especially
their
Kuro
layoff.
Game and some other companies, they force you to resign by, you know, pressuring you with other people through politics, because if you resign instead of getting fired, you don't get compensation package. Leaving a large gacha title before it launches is crazy, because usually there's going to be a launch bonus for all people involved, right? There's going to be based on how much sale they make at the beginning. There's going to be bonus for people in the project, or maybe he just thinks the project is going to fail. That's possible as well. I'm not saying it would, but it doesn't look like he's doing great right now. So
you're saying Gacha game devs usually get royalties?
Most
from
free-to-play
launch.
games does.
So that your conspiracy is that he should be staying, and the fact that he's leaving.
So apparently Tectone had this guy's post pulled up for a sec, and then the bun decided to talk to Tectone as well. But the funny thing is, bro actually recorded the entire conversation.
First off, why were you recording this? Were you like trying to
because
like clip him or something?
I don't know. When I got in there, right, he was looking at this post, and he's already talking how I am on Hoyo shit, right?
Well, you are.
Start commenting. So I decided, to get in there, but also record it in case he's gonna say something insulting.
Steam Buns in chat. So I'm unreliable with links and screenshots, but your drama source from a random burner Twitter account is credible. The double standard is actually so insane. So first of all, Steam Bun, you are the dumbest motherfucker on earth. I have said this once, not twice, but 3 times. I know who the content creator is behind the burner account. I already know who it is. Obviously, I wouldn't trust a random Twitter account. I know who posted it. I even got that confirmed on video, you dumb fuck. You are literally a plague in this community, man. Your sheer incompetence is
I like how he's pulling up things. He's getting the links ready.
Is a plague on everything you ever post. You are so stupid, it's absurd. And it spreads like AoE, and you don't get it. I have literally shown proof. You try to do this whole catch me in this hypocrisy, but you're wrong. You don't check sources at all. You don't get the information that you're talking to. Like, you want to be smart so bad, but you're an idiot. Like, you need to understand you are a dumb fuck. Oh, damn, so we just resort to insults? I got information directly from the actual developer himself. No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. Show me the DMs of you and the director talking. Show me you and the developer talking. And bro, I wouldn't have to resort to petty insults
got the link.
if you wouldn't constantly try to start shit over nothing. Like, don't act like you're some innocent little fucking dumpling, bro. This is you talking to the developer, and you know Chinese.
Never said
So
I was
you know
talking
Chinese.
to him. I'm only
He does
saying
know
the source
Chinese, to be
comes from-
clear, chat. SteamBunX has helped me translate before.
And you don't think that if, let's say hypothetically, right? Let's say hypothetically, this is message from the actual developer. Do you think that there is a complete absence of bias in his post? So firstly, you did not talk to the developer. You found his blog post. Do you not think that there's any bias whatsoever in this? So this isn't you talking to him. This is you finding his social media page. Do you not think that this might be an example of bad faith where a developer is bitter? Let's say hypothetically you're right. And the worst thing is, Steambun, here's the worst thing. Let's say you are correct. You have ruined your own credibility so much, I wouldn't even want to believe you, even if you were right. Hoyo has a track record of screwing over her own employees.
Okay, so what the fuck is this guy on about? Now he's literally shitting on Hoyo, like what?
Hoyo has a track record of screwing their own employees.
Fucking- look, I fucking
did you mean
mistyped it. I
did you
made
mean to
Kuro
type
type.
Kuro here?
God
God,
fucking
how do
damn
you
it.
like lose a debate when you're type? How do you like mistype here? Dude, you're gonna get
I'm
roasted here.
sleep deprived, okay?
How do you fuck this up?
I'm sleep deprived. I need fucking record the final bit of footage I need for ZZZ, okay?
Hoyo has a track record of screwing over her own employees. But isn't this an employee for Kuro Games?
So,
Why didn't you
So
correct
what does
your
that have to do with
mistake?
anything?
what did he say again?
Did you not realize you typoed here? Did
Yeah.
you realize you typoed here?
I didn't until
You
what-
didn't realize you typoed. How dumb are you that you didn't realize you typoed when he's like talking about your
How
typo?
is that dumb?
Have already
How
spread
is that
misinformation
dumb?
in 30 seconds. This guy's posts have 5,000 upvotes on the most toxic Hoyo shill subreddit on the platform. All right, keep dismissing it. I'll just pull up more stuff. Stay with Wuthering Waves and don't come back to Genshin. Okay, so I'm confused. So is this an issue with Hoyo or is this an issue with Kuro Games? So which is it? Because even now, in a brief 30-second period, you have already spread misinformation in 30 seconds. This is why you're not credible. The only reason why you think you're credible is because you buy into your own hype on your karma on Reddit, a site that nobody gives a fuck about, where anybody can seem like an expert if they just pander to the agenda of the echo chamber and in that community. It's an issue with Kuro.
Oh, there you go. You corrected it now. It's an issue with Kuro. Kuro is kind of exploding.
It's an issue with Kuro.
It's like we're about to get to the good part, and then oh, the snippet tool. Wait, what are you?
Oh yeah, I was just putting this somewhere else on fucking Discord.
I like how the video has the snippet at the end.
Hey, I mean, like...
Then why did you say Hoyo? Just get the fuck out of my chat. This guy's an idiot. He's just a fucking idiot. Oh, yeah, dude, I talked with the developer. Used Google Translate to translate his social media page. Holy fuck.
Well, that went as well as we expected, didn't it? It truly sickens me how ungrateful these content creators are despite your great contributions to this community. People may hate you, SteamBunX, but hey, on the bright side, you'll always be welcome on this channel, don't you worry about that. So, an update on that post, it actually got deleted. After a literal 4 days, truly goes to show how great their mods are. As expected from the Reddit filled with the biggest retards in all of gaming. And lastly, I saw the street by Doro, where the other side, the Wuwa shills, are being a problem this time. His Hoyo content requires to shit on Wuwa, like shut the fuck up, bitch. Same guy, that video miniature, Hoyo paid you a lot to include it. Hey, you can't tell me I didn't warn y'all with this video, so why not watch that one next? Link below. Please check out my Twitch as well. We cover drama, we play Wuthering Waves, we do everything you'd expect me to do, including sucking your dick, with my only goal being to make Enviosity recognize me as his equal.
These fucking idiots, bro. These fucking idiots.
And if you like this video, I promise you, a whole echo will show up at your front door. This is absolutely not a scam. I don't know what it will do with you, but trust me. Share the vid, join the Discord, peace.
Only quality content here, folks. Subscribe, please.